What's up everyone, welcome back to another video. On this one I'm going to be showing you guys 4 different NFTs that I think that are going to do really good, that are obviously still not released, but they're going to be coming up. But I'm going to do a couple things different. One, I'm not going to dig super deep into them. I want you guys to do some work as well, but I will tell you why I think they're good options. And the second thing is they're not actually ETH, they're all in Solana. So these are going to be Solana NFTs. That's my first video on them. And yeah, hopefully you guys like them. Let's get right into it. Okay, first one on the list is Great Goats. If you haven't heard about this project yet, you've been living under a rock, basically. It's a Solana project. They have pretty good, actually they have decent art. It's very unique. They're pretty good at making content. If you check out their website, actually I'll link everything down in the description as well, and I'll go through the website right now, right after this. But if you take a look, you can tell they obviously put some work into it, and they're not just randomly releasing random PFPs. I'm just going to be launching in June, I believe, yeah, June 5th right here. They are still giving some whitelist giveaways. If you haven't checked out my other video on how to get whitelisted on Discord, you can also do that, and hopefully this helps out. Don't know if you guys have enough time to go through that method with this project itself, just because it's launching fairly soon, but feel free to check it out. And again, I'm going to link everything down in the description, their website, Twitter, and Discord. And obviously peep this, right? Their Twitter by itself, they have 355,000 followers, which is insane for just a Solana NFT itself. Take a look into it. I'm gonna quickly show you their website as well. Again, pretty cool website itself. I don't know if I should say cool just because it's basically super basic, but it has everything that you really need on here. If you look at their goat map, basically roadmap, but goat, it'll give you some information of why it's kind of valued itself. I personally I just like the fact, like how the art looks itself, but read into it yourselves, see if it's something you want to get into. I highly suggest it. At least try to mint or get whitelisted, because as you saw, the demand on this is crazy, and I'm sure it will pay off. But that's really about it on this one. Let's get on to the next. Alright, so this next one is King of the Streets. I love the art on this one, and I love the idea as well. So obviously it's all about lions over here, but you know how lions are always king of the jungle, blah blah blah. This one's actually not king of the jungle, it's king of the streets. And if you take a look at their website, actually I'll show you real quick. If you actually scroll up, you'll see some decent art over here. So they're kings of the street, so they're just chilling in the streets. There's a lot of back alleys, like as you can see. I just think it's really cool, because I think it's the first time I really seen king of jungle turn into king of the street. Like lions are always in the wild or whatnot, right? But not in this case. So I love the fact that it's very unique in that sorts. They're releasing just a few days, actually. I think May 27th, if I'm not mistaken. Demand is again very high on this, so I'll definitely suggest getting into it if you can. And yes, they are still giving whitelist away as well. And again, as you can see, Twitter following is 200k, right? Out of what I think they're releasing 10,000 pieces. So demand is very high, so I would highly suggest trying to get your hands on this one. But without further ado, let's move on to the next one. Now this one right here, only reason I included them is actually 2 different reasons. I love the fact that it's just super basic, right? But what that means is you're also kind of taking a risk with the whole project itself, because obviously there's a lot, I would say, more complicated and complex projects right now, and they're not doing too well. So going back to the basics is a pretty big risk. But the reason I still talking about it is because, again, look at their Twitter following itself, right? Demand is still pretty high, 170k followers just on Twitter. So I can guarantee you this is not going to be a flop, even though it's just a basic project, I would say. And yes, I know Apes again. They've been here for a while, and you know they do good, they do bad, but again, going back to the basics, right? It kind of all started from the Apes, if you know what I'm talking about. Website is also very simple, like literally very simple. Nothing crazy on here, but I'll link it down in the description if you want to go crazy. Feel free to take a look at it. Let's move on to the last one. I just want to wrap this video ASAP. I just hate wasting time, you know? Get right into it. Alright, let's move on. The last one is Bubblegoose. I just call them ballers. I just don't like the fact they call themselves Bubblegoose. Reason I'm linking this one in though, they have a pretty cool, obviously everything looks cool here with NFTs nowadays, but they do have pretty decent art. I don't want to say it's a good PFP, but they look fine. Their Twitter is also bumping, so demand is there, 100k followers. But reason I'm bringing this up is because if you go on their website, I won't read it out for you guys, but take a look at their, where did it go? Take a look at their, there it is. Take a look at the mission. Pause the video if you have to. Take a look at this, read it. I think it's a pretty cool idea just because it's helping out not only Web3 but artists in general as well. And if this actually does do okay, which I think it will based on the demand, it'll help some people out as well. So it's just, you know, it's a win-win situation for the buyer and seller and people that are involved as well. And that's really about it. My goal in this video was to keep it very short while I still give you all 4 NFTs that I'm going to be trying to mint myself. I know I didn't go super in depth into them, but what I'm trying out over here is to see if you guys love the shorter videos where I try to cram everything up as much as possible, or do you want me to dig deep in each single one of these projects and go crazy about them? And you know, depending on how you like this video, give it a thumbs up or a thumbs down, and that's how I'll know if you like them short or do you want me to dig deep and explain everything. Again, don't forget to subscribe if you're new here. I know I lacked uploading for a couple months, but I'm back now, and hopefully I still got the support you guys gave me before. Take care.